From March 3rd to the 7th, Billy is grappling with a lot of shame, while Michael is stalling, and Summer is just blasting someone. It's Belinda. We start by looking at what's happening for the rest of this week. On Wednesday, February 26th, Michael will visit Victor, who is still in pain from being shot. Michael brings news that the Jabo spies are snooping around to see if there are any new products in development. However, Victor wants Michael to shift his focus to help Lily. He asks him to investigate this Aristotle Dumas character, who is likely a made-up name and possibly a fictitious person. This individual supposedly owns the companies that Damian Kane is running, and Victor is concerned that the Winters might be getting involved with someone dangerous. After Michael leaves, Victor tells Nikki that he's keeping an eye on Lily, just as Neil would have wanted, which makes her happy. Still, she really wants him to take it easy since he was shot. Meanwhile, Lily meets Damian at the GCAC, where he thinks they are on a date, but she insists it's not. She's looking for information about their estrangement and wants Nate to have his brother in his life, so she's putting pressure on Damian about that. Damian shares a bit about how Amy wasn't around when their father was dying, and while he understands that now, he's still upset about the lie regarding his biological father. This situation ties into the issues with Nate, and Lily can relate because she has her own bio-dad drama. It seems she manages to get through to Damian, as he texts Amy to invite her to dinner. Meanwhile, Adam is preparing dinner for Chelsea and suggests that it's less. It's nerve-wracking to have a meal at home instead of going out on a public date where people might judge them. He even had her favorite dessert flown in from New York, which goes over very well. They talk about the rough patches in their relationship and express mutual appreciation, reflecting on whether they noticed any lingering sparks between Chelsea and Adam during their time dating Billy and Sally. They agree they might have sensed it, and she kisses Adam, which is a big moment. Meanwhile, Damian is also settling down in Genoa City. On Thursday, February 27th, Victor warns Nick about Sharon, and Nick is understandably worried about her disappearance. However, at this point, he seems to think that he shouldn't get too involved, suspecting she might be off on some sort of mental bender. Victor, of course, is unsympathetic. He dislikes the idea of Nick getting entangled with someone who has so many issues. But Nick isn't backing down. Phyllis remains resolute and strong, standing firm despite being held captive with Sharon in a rundown psychiatric clinic. Someone is playing mind games with them, and she's losing her patience, but they realize they need to work together if they want to escape alive. On Thursday, Chelsea and Adam give in to temptation, and it seems that their kiss after dinner leads to making love. It's been a while since we saw them together like that, not since Baltimore last year. On Friday, February 28th, Sally and Audra catch up. Sally and Billy are back from Paris, and she's ready to share what happened there, including the calls and interruptions from Phyllis. Audra might also discuss her ex, Holden, who seems to be staying in Genoa City, which complicates things since he's still very much into her. She hasn't been completely honest with Nate about their situation, only giving him a sliver of the truth, not the whole story. Daniel decides to keep Phyllis's kidnapping or disappearance under wraps because they still don't have a clear understanding of what happened now that Billy is back from Paris. Everyone is worried about the situation, especially as their prolonged absence continues. During the week of March 3rd through the 7th, we will learn more about Audra's past with Holden, which turns out to be much more intimate and intense than she initially revealed to Nate. She had told him they only went on a few dates and that it wasn't serious, but there was much more to their relationship. Holden helped her out of a tough situation created by Tucker while she was working with him in LA, and that's why he's so eager to reconnect with Audra. It seems Holden wants to rekindle what they had, but Audra is trying to keep Nate in the dark and maintain some distance from her ex, as she genuinely cares for Nate and wants to avoid any drama. While things were serious and intense between her and Holden, it doesn't seem like they were fully committed. Holden even noted that Audra appears to be more serious with Nate than she has been with anyone else. Next week, Sharon and Phyllis will have to navigate Ian's twisted game, but how long will it take for them to realize it's him behind it all? They suspect Victor shot the guy dead, but I have little doubt that Ian is the one manipulating things from the loudspeaker, unless he has a minion doing his dirty work. As we know, Ian is alive and well after surviving that shooting. Meanwhile, Michael is investigating who this Dumas guy is and digging into Damian, uncovering surprising secrets. However, he might also be slowing down the flow of information from the Jabo spies to prevent it from reaching Victor too quickly, possibly hoping Victor will drop his vendetta against Jack and focus on other matters. Summer is looking to create a rift between Kyle and Claire, which isn't entirely surprising, and she may also be leveraging Victor to achieve her goals. The key to breaking them apart, of course, is that if Nick discovers what she's up to, he's going to be pretty upset with his Supergirl. She's definitely channeling her mother and acting like the worst version of Phyllis. The good news for Kyle and Claire is that they have a bit of a break since Summer is focused on finding her mom. But if she gets the chance to take a shot at them, even while her mom's missing, you know Summer will take it. Billy, on the other hand, feels ashamed and guilty when he learns Phyllis is missing because he was ignoring her calls to spend time with Sally. And of course, Billy's girlfriend will be totally understanding about this, since she's been really nice about everything. But once Phyllis is back in his life, I have a feeling that will change. Chelsea is a bit surprised by how quickly she and Adam have moved forward, and she worries that if things go south, it could really hurt their son Connor, especially given his struggles with OCD. Meanwhile, Nate and Amy are thrilled that Damian is sticking around and spending more time with Amy. But will Nate get some brotherly bonding time with his half-brother, or will Damian continue to keep him at arm's length? And of course, the pressure is on Chance to find Sharon and Phyllis as soon as possible. Thank you for being a loyal listener.